retained there. No, you can't see that at all. Looks good. Yeah? I like it. You have a good night's sleep just like.
Just turn this way slightly. Oh. Sorry, if that's all right.
Yeah? Bit from the bathroom. Oh, right, yeah, sorry, I was just behind this with the dress. Yeah, with the earrings in there, I can see. Yeah.
Fine. I'll use the other ones.
Oh, it's gorgeous. Yep. This is face sun cream. I've got makeup on. I just put on my arms and my Oh, lovely!
Whacked it on in school and that's about it. Right.
That's not bad for a first attempt. What do you think of that first attempt?
You're done. You're done. You're not allowed to take that off now because that's too good.
Want to show you?
It's really nice. Yeah, yeah, please.
I'll do it with this one. Okay.
Yeah.
Round two.
Uh-huh.
And you're going, and then you're going the wrong way.
Oh. Like this.
Like that.
Big bit over there.
Yeah. Then underneath.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it quite high up. So you've got this over here now.
Yep.
Then under.
Under. That's. It's a bit.
That's good.
It's a bit big, isn't it? It's a bit. That's because it's the fat end of the tie.
That's actually down the tie.
Okay.
So it's
All right.
Back if you wanted to go more, you could do. If you
cash bar as well.
Stand by the window. Maybe just a touch more.
yeah, just darken it.
Yeah, just a touch more. I am
You can go. Sorry, you can.
You all had one of those for DOD. Oh my god, that must be Sally's. Mummy, did you say this? Yes. Can I maybe have some? I don't need it yet. Yes. Blister kit. Wow. Charles wanted Compeed as well. This morning we got. Oh, he's got horrible. Yes. Where are they from? I don't know. Some shooty water. Where's Jenny? Where's your sun cream? Because the lid's here. Oh, there. It's alright.
Nobody's
Wash
eating
my
your
hands.
food, by the way.
We've got ages though. I've got to go down.
It's better. Otherwise, you'll have an accident.
What, on your 8?
And now this is too long. I feel like Goldilocks. You've got to get a video with the right one. Yeah.
No,
Because otherwise it's like a bomb site in there, so you probably messed that up.
You need to freshen up the room.
Sure. It will be, do you know what, I'll find...
I'm going to practice my walk.
Okay. They'll be
I was so bad yesterday.
They'll be doing choir practice.
Did
Will
Victoria
they?
help you out?
Pardon?
Did Victoria get you in order
No,
on the walking?
Well, we can practice as we walk down.
Can we? Look a bit silly.
That's it.
Alright, I won't go.
And then they'll be over in the book.
Oh wait, let me just straighten out one of these.
Slidey thing that you put on your foot.
Yeah, nice. That's a good idea.
Really off-putting with all those lovely singers. Yeah, he sounds very nice.
What sort of voice is he?
I'll go ahead. Can I just do my what's that?
Can I see
We
your
have.
song?
Is
Gliding
that
up.
here or is it?
Pardon?
Is that here or is it?
It's across the road at the moment.
Oh, weird. Maybe when you got yours old, they put it on? I don't think so. So it turns out Alex made the best fashion decision, which is not a surprise to anyone.
That's true.
Let us know if we're putting too much pressure on.
Okay. Right.
That was good.
I will do mine. I was like, whoa! She goes heavy. Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think that.
Oh my god, it's beautiful.
Perfect. Yeah. Eek.
Bright.
Beautiful.
Let me just holler for Victoria.
Oh,
yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
light,
Yeah.
actually,
Yeah.
Yeah. Victoria!
Yeah,
I love the
I'm
colour.
really glad that you're in for these because we tried some on the Hendu and this is miles better.
Oh, it'd be, yeah.
They were pretty floral ones, but I think the block colour is just
Yeah.
like orange
Yeah.
is such a lovely
Yeah, it's
colour.
happy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, it is a happy colour. Yes.
Now I feel like we're all kind of
Can you
in
see
the
the
same way.
nipples?
Go in the, you can a bit. Go in the light.
Still see them a bit, yeah.
Do you want to? Were you going to do the tape? Because that's what we've got.
Yeah,
Sorry.
sorry.
Like, only if I push my chest out.
Yeah, you'd hope not too many.
I think they're just like, the tape is a bit less bulky.
Yeah.
It makes you look like she's got big nipples.
Where's the tape?
The tape is...
That's always a useful piece of information.
I always rely on Jenny.
What did he say?
This looks like your finger.
It's a new nickname.
The bride wore white and had big nipples.
Yeah, we should take, once Alex goes, we should take, or maybe Sue should take.
They look nice together.
Right.
All the necklaces.
Thank you.
They look really nice, don't they?
I'd forgotten that Charles had to go home and do a FaceTime as to where they were. Bless him.
I'm moisturised.
No, I haven't, I didn't.
Probably a good thing.
This is more of a nipple assessment than a big reveal.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That
one's got nothing on it.
No, it doesn't. That's got the.
Oh, you've got
That's
tape?
tape. No,
It
that
looks
this
square.
got tape, and that's got.
Oh, I can tape.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Can you?
I mean, if you sign.
It's great. So is Bo going on now?
Yeah.
Or you can just speak me on. Just shout curl. Do you want them pushing in more?
They'll see.
That would be such a
Awesome.
Yeah. Honey Penny. Look, Penny and then.
I think very smart.
Why? I'm surprised it's not a red suit on. I thought it was going to go.
Remember, I saw him.
Oh, cute. I don't know. Anyone else?
I'm too blind to see anyone else.
Yeah, I can't. I haven't seen that.
But is there a mingle of two weddings? Because there's
I
obviously
think,
a wedding.
yeah. I think that it looks like that table nearest to the entrance might be odd. I don't know.
I'm just going to yank it shut like that.
Yeah, I've had to like do it to the safety of that.
Perfect.
Just
Happy?
one.
Um,
It's very
It's actually not, but
Oh.
I think Victoria, you thought that at the wedding. It's not
What?
a legal wedding.
Yeah.
Oh, you ready?
Oh, let's do what we're
Okay.
saying. No, you're not allowed to see it.
Oh.
I don't
Look full bride now.
Yeah.
They're fabulous. They're very cool.
Alex is
I can see how they'd be on the
Are
video.
these for the room?
The what?
This is a region that looks quite different.
I know. 2:30.
So good.
So
Love it.
my dad come through.
Yeah?
Should we
Go
get
ahead.
Well, 4 of these if you. I don't know if they can put them into.
Wow.
3, 2, 1.
Enter! This time just look distraught.
So pretty. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
All
The
about the
back
back
is
yeah.
wicked.
It's incredible.
Without
Yeah.
this.
That, yeah.
Or
You
heels.
can't really tell him that that's coming, can you?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Thanks.
That's
I can't believe I actually find
you feel.
No, I'm okay.
You sure?
Yeah. But it's anyone else wants to?
Do you want water hydrated?
Maybe a bit more.
Just drink I was offering.
And that's Andy. In the green suit, redoing his time. Fighting away a bee for a while.
That's some fudge.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was stood right at the back.
Oh!
Auntie
Wait,
used
is your
Auntie
popcorn
used the
pink?
pink.
Oh wow.
And then Jack and
Oh Jack.
Ella with the very low back. And then Uncle Nick's wearing the same coloured suit as Auntie.
No.
Yeah. So they were stood there talking whilst we were just up against a tree.
Like, probably up against the street.
I think he'd gone slightly, the back wheel had gone slightly into a ditch and then just carried on going. But they got it out of the way.
I'm glad they had this.
That means they can at least get up to there and then we can always get a car for a granny.
So which
No, because I think most people came in around about the same time last night. But this morning.
Charlie seems very close.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's nice.
Still quite big.
Better?
I think
Very
that
good.
that's really
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I
That's
think
better,
so.
much better.
Yes.
What was there
Charlie
was
likes his.
and his
Um,
yeah, yeah.
Sweet peas, daisies,
We took out loads
Um,
of holidays.
Arsenal.
and
Yeah, it was
big
massive.
lots of big lavender florists, but
It's like their creativity.
but as soon as I said didn't like it, she was like, I think it's perfect. We're like, maybe you're not one getting married, so it's not like sort of a moot
Probably never
point.
forgive me. You don't want to walk down with the sunglasses out.
No, it's
Probably
very
wear
good
them.
point.
Huh?
You might wear them.
In the
In the salon.
salon. You look pretty good.
Why not?
Right, I'm going for a final week. We're so prompt.
I
Should
think
we
it's
see
when
what's
you
on
sit
TV?
down. I think it's when you
Yeah, I'm
when
gonna
you
sit.
do your own makeup.
Look.
That's got a slightly wider.
Through the night.
We don't need that today.
No, these are really comfy.
Nice.
They are embarrassingly a size 9.
It's
Just even
perfect.
look at my forehead. I can do that too.
Alex, this isn't about who can put their chin higher.
That's how you test it. I'm tall today, right? It's the same design I was wearing my jumpsuit. Close it off. It's not pretty nice. It's my London spend. My London spend. Have you taken your ring off?
I don't know what I'm supposed to put on this one.
It's a bit on the other hand, but there's in
I'm just
like,
not happy.
but then as in your actual wedding. Keep losing my sling back. Do you want the flowers?
Yes.
Yes, please.
I'm not coming in, I'll just leave them here.
I'll come and get them.
Thanks.
Hi, Luna.
How long ago did you take it out of the water?
Do try and drink it.
Yeah. And they look great with the orange as well.
Yeah, they do.
They are better cut back now with.
Yeah, much better.
I
Yeah,
think
I just-
Which one would you like,
perfect.
Nick?
Yeah, beautiful. Goes well with orange. So
Either
height,
one, whatever you
like,
prefer.
As low as you can get.
Let's go here.
It's
Smell lovely, don't they?
I can't remember what the thing was, but
It's
So 45-degree angle, right?
yeah.
You hear them singing?
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't
great,
hear
yeah.
them sing.
Yeah,
Did you hear
not
them
like
singing?
here.
Not
Yeah,
today, but I've
yeah.
heard the recordings and Will bellowing alongside.
You've heard the tenor like
So yeah.
Oh, you took all your bags across?
Yeah.
So Charlie.
Your bag and jacket are in.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm pointing and aiming this.
I'm on the second row.
Vicky.
Just Vicky, she was doing your.
Love that.
I mean, they might get changed in quickly. I'm not
Because
sure.
that's the way we're walking down.
Is that okay?
Yeah. No, I was meant to. I didn't take my bag off. I missed one number.
So I'm walking in with your handbag.
Do you care about me having something here or not? I can have a
I've
pocket
just
square
been
if you
told
want.
off for.
No, but you have.
Yeah, the daisies look great.
Auntie Angela coming for a quick sneak peek. Running across the room.
Enjoy.
Thank you, see you later.
I'm having it pinned. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Just payback time. I had to see her.
I like that tie.
You know, the lady who came to Hoover up.
The lady who came to Hoover up all the debris that we'd made this morning. I said, I recognise you. And it was Daniel Campbell and Hannah Campbell. She works here, and Daniel is a diving instructor in Singapore. Wow.
Oh, just to hide it.
Charlie, what is it? There's 2 rows. Oh, get stuck in, yeah. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon.
Of Ripley, and what a day it is. It's beautiful, isn't it? Can everyone hear me okay? Perfect. My name's Rachel and I'm a humanist celebrant to cover the whole ceremony so that you can relax and enjoy every delicious bit of it. But talking of silence and emotions, and equally feel free to go out, come back. At the end of the ceremony, Charlie and Alex have organised a bus to shuttle everyone to the reception on the first bus, hang back and enjoy a little cup of fizz from one of the ushers before the bus returns to collect you. Of the groom party. Looking after the rings, and a huge hello to our handsome groom himself, Charlie. But now our bridespeople are going to show us how able. And welcome with your warmest smiles, the bridal party. one that should never be taken lightly. Love isn't always easy, as any couples here who've been married for years will tell you. Happy, rewarding, successful, lifelong partnerships are sustained with hard work, patience, understanding, and compromise, as well as passion and fun and adventure. There is a lot of give and take. There will be a whole lot of sunshine. But over the years, there will be storms and winds of change and darkness and days that cloud your judgment. So before we go any further, do you come here of your own free will to enter a marriage with eyes wide open for the joys and challenges of a life spent together, with love and commitment in your hearts, and with trust in the natural ebbs and flows of love in your relationship?
I do.
Perfect. Now you can stand together to the side, hold hands, and breathe. Charlie and Alex have been leading up to this very moment for just over 4 years. Positioning is going to be as unique and celebratory and joyful as the rest of the day. They didn't just want a contractual exchange of words to kick off one of the most important and energy and humour and singing. They wanted to share their story, pepper it with music and meaningful rituals, and with you as their witnesses, make promises of love and commitment that they intend to keep for a lifetime. So they took a decision to register their legal marriage paperwork quietly, separately, near their home in London 2 weeks ago, in anticipation of this wedding day today. And with the legal bit out of the way, today Alex and Charlie will wear their hearts on their sleeves as they invite you to understand their past, help celebrate their present, and share their future. I just know you are all going to have an amazing day. A very warm welcome on behalf of Charlie and Alex to you all. In London this weekend, so don't panic. Apparently he's working on his next YouTube film. But seriously, there is one incredibly important person who would have loved to have been here to join in the celebrations and see her son marry the love of his life. Charlie's late mum, Kath, is hugely missed every single day. So in special recognition of her and the warmth and the light that she brought to a lot of lives, Charlie and Alex have chosen to affirm their love by carrying out a particularly poignant wedding ritual, the lighting of a unity candle. They're going to draw on the support of Alex's mum, Penny, and Charlie's sister, Rosanna, on behalf of the flames of the candles that you will both light are symbolic of Charlie and Alex and their lives until this point. They represent their families and their friends, their experiences in childhood and adulthood, their achievements and scars, their own identities and skills and passions and ambitions and ideas. These flames on the outside will stay lit to represent the balance of the unique characteristics that they bring into their marriage. Everything in you, Alex, that Charlie fell in love with, and everything in you, Charlie, that Alex fell in love with. They represent a promise today that on your journey through life together, your families, your friends, and your individual experiences will always, and the strength in your unity. It symbolically ignites from this day forwards all the things that you say you want from your marriage. Love and affection, loyalty, honest, trust, families and friends, traditions and hopes and dreams and values. But we should remember that metaphorically the flame needs regular care and attention for it to burn brightly for long. While the candles are being lit, we like to invite our choir, made up of Alex's talented friends, and led by Dave on piano to sing Sunshine on Me. It's a song with very special meaning for Charlie, Alex, Kath, and their loved ones. So over to you, Rovers and friends. He went to school at Ackworth, and it was here that he met our best man. After school, undecided about his career destiny, he took social sciences at Durham University, and where his bouffant hairstyle and an attractive cut of the jib saw him take to the catwalk of the university fashion show. At Durham he made many friends, and after many nights out on a cocktail of Smirnoff and energy drinks, a trusty band of Smyrny Gems were formed, and I think plenty of you are here today. Armed with a keen interest in the digital revolution, 3 days on social media platforms that we know today, whilst getting wined and dined at London's finest restaurants on somebody else's credit card. In his spare time, he did very little and ended up with a familiar flatmate, his little sister. He and James was down the road from here into a converted barn. It was also here in the beautiful village of Ripley that Alex first sang in a choir. She went to school in Harrogate, where she met Jenny and Laura and Sally, read a lot of Harry Potter books, became a champion swimmer, discovered alcohol, and had a very memorable trip to Malawi. Like Charlie, Alex also went to and acting skills to the next level, narrowly losing out to Vicky on a Doscar for her stage performance in Funny Girl. Firstly, she let that one go. She did, honestly. Also searching for the adventure of a lifetime and a glittering career in PR, Alex headed to the capital city, and after a series of obligatory unpaid internships, she landed a job at Ralph Lauren, a musical theatre group which has become one of her greatest joys in life, apart from Charlie, obviously. And Charlie was 33. Their stars finally aligned thanks to a dating app called Hinge, of the soundtrack for Hamilton, and they organised their first date. Charlie was flat sharing north of the river in Finsbury Park with Walker the cat. Alex was flat sharing south of the river in Brixton with Nick. Wanted to keep the night going. Alex suggested somewhere they could go and eat, which turned out to be a Michelin star restaurant, where she'd enjoyed a free breakfast with one of her clients. Charlie eyed up the cheapest item on the menu, and they shared some still eye-wateringly expensive Swedish meatballs with some more wine to keep the conversation flowing. As they walked off to Green Park Station together under the lights of the Ritz Hotel, Charlie asked Alex how she would feel if he kissed her. Okay, she said. There was no game playing and to each other of their beach adventures and making plans together. On their fourth date, Charlie learned how bad Alex is at music quizzes. And on their fifth date, Alex learnt how Charlie always spills popcorn over himself at the cinema. Their next date was the real stress test. Alex had an operation on her wrist, and it was Charlie's job to look after her. He made for a very good nurse. Alex found Charlie extremely handsome, thoughtful, and easy to talk to. Charlie found Alex talk about freely. They found they could be themselves around each other. They went out, they stayed in, they met each other's families and friends. She took him to drag shows. She tried to introduce more vegetables into his diet. He stroked her hair, brought her coffee in the morning, and gave her snacks in the evening. Camera went everywhere with them. Life went on. They were having all the fun of a new romance. They visited Charlie's mum and dad in Scotland and then Eastbourne, and they won over Alex's parents in Harrogate. In July 2019, Alex moved into Charlie's place in Stratford, and the family unit was complete. Charlie, Alex, and Walker the cat. But their worlds were soon to endure a bit of a wobble. Alex left her job after 10 years just before the pandemic hit, forcing her into some unintentionally prolonged time off. And they didn't just have COVID to deal with. In May 2020, Charlie's beloved mum, Kath, died, and this was a period in their lives when support and understanding were given and received in spades. They talked about marriage, and it was obvious to both of them by now that they were definitely each other's person. In late August 2020, a window of opportunity enabled them to go to Italy for a much-needed holiday. Arrived at the house around the same time as they were boarding the plane. So the proposal was postponed. Fast forward 4 months in the run-up to a locked-down Christmas for the nation. Alex got a new job for a luxury PR firm to end the year on a high. But Charlie had other plans, and on the 23rd of December, Charlie called Alex's dad to get a blessing for his proposal. On Christmas Eve, Charlie summoned Alex to the garden under the pretense of filming her playing some games he'd organised for the whole family. Most of you will have seen the video, I'm sure, but Alex is very competitive, so she was very focused on winning. She didn't have any idea that at the end of the video round of what comes next, Charlie ring and asking her to be his wife. The video captured it all. It was a beautiful moment, and Alex said yes. She did subsequently say a polite no to the ring. So that's another story. You tried, Nick, you tried. He said stability, contentment, and the knowledge that Alex will always be a part of his future, encouraging him to dress in an age-appropriate fashion. that love thrives on 5 things. 1. Words of affirmation, remembering to say I love you, well done. 2. The time and the desire to enjoy quality experiences together, whether it's in front of Netflix or in a kayak or on the other side of the world. 3. The giving and receiving of gifts. A cup of tea, a bar of chocolate, or a Porsche. Acts of service, picking up or a head scratch in just the right way. It's love in all its shapes and forms that mentally and physically fulfills us. Love isn't easy or perfect, but when you find someone who's perfect for you, it is involved with you. For the rest of my life, I can't imagine being without you. With all of this in mind, you know that in the intimacy of marriage, you can find peace and happiness and security. And stand aside. Charlie, with your family and friends as your witnesses, do you promise that for as long as you both shall live, you will stand by Alex and care for her at her best and her worst, in poverty and in wealth, in health and in sickness, through the good and the bad times?
I do.
Will you be Alex's biggest cheerleader? Trust her, appreciate your relationship, and remember why you love her?
I will.
And do you promise to laugh with her and confide in her, be patient? Alexandra Ann Helmsley Warshaw.
Alexandra Ann Hensley.
Through all we will encounter,
Through all we will encounter,
I promise to love and care for you,
I promise to love and care for you,
and build my life around you.
and build my life around you.
I give you this ring as a symbol
I give you this ring as a symbol
of my commitment.
of my commitment.
Wear it and know that I will love you always.
Wear it and know that I will love you always.
Alex, with your family and friends as your witnesses, do you promise that for as long as you both shall live, you will stand by Charlie and care for him at his best and his worst, in poverty, in wealth, in health and in sickness, through the good and the bad times?
I do.
Will you be his biggest cheerleader? Trust him, appreciate your relationship, and remember why you love him?
I will.
And do you promise to laugh with him and confide in him, be patient and supportive, honest, affectionate, and loyal?
I do.
Thomas Charles Joseph Lockett.
Thomas Charles Joseph Lockett.
Through all we will encounter,
Through all we will encounter,
I promise to love and care for you,
I promise to love and care for you,
and build my life around you.
and build my life around you.
I give you this ring as a symbol
I give you this ring as a symbol
of my commitment.
of my commitment.
Wear it and know that I will love you always.
Wear it and know that I will love you always.
Together, do you promise that there will always be music, and there may be at some point Jack Russell?
We do.
As long as Charlie doesn't have to take it for a walk, I think. And do you promise to party hard tonight?
We do.
You promise your hearts to one another. I'm delighted to pronounce you husband and wife, wife and husband. Charlie, you may kiss your beautiful bride. And as well as being romantic, it was very practical, because friends from both sides will be preparing the cocktail: bourbon for spirit and fire, and ginger for spice and natural sweetness. Both bride and groom will be drinking from the same cup, so we can be assured that bride nor groom has slipped a deadly poison into the drink. Yet. Is the perfect way to start any marriage. So Ben and Nick, is the cocktail made? Fantastic. Lightning speed. Would one of you like to come and present it to our bride and groom? Fantastic. If you'd like to stand at both sides of them. Yeah, you guys stand in the middle. Perfect. Brilliant. So this is how it's going to go. After I've read, the cocktail is all gone. At which point, our choir, channeling Neil Diamond himself, will burst into song again. And this is everyone's chance to get the party started by singing as loud as you can along with the choir. So I'm sure everyone knows Sweet Caroline, but the lyrics are printed, and you'll gather outside for a confetti line before getting on the coach to head to the reception marquee, where drinks and food and speeches and much partying and much hugging will follow. So everyone, please stand. Alex is good, and life is long, and two are best as one. Let's toast with a song, the happy couple. Come together now for life. May they live and love until they're old, and share all as husband and wife. Go ahead, Alex.
Sing
the very married. Mr. and Mrs. Lopez!
Is it all?
Wetted.
It's taking all the part.
No choice not to say. You've taken nothing from her choice.
New Mexico, Southwest.
Yes! Handfuls of the stuff. Fill your boots. Yes! Yep. Hey mate, you right?
Oh.
Yeah. Go on, mate. I'm cut up.
Hi guys, would you like a fizz or a beer or...
Laura.
Okay.
I got really loud.
There we are.
Big. Boom! Oh! Oh! That would have come off. He would have come off. Oh! Yes. Oh! Great up.
Oh, this guy!
Too high!
You're getting it all three, Claire, and we're going to be marbles.
Oh, good.
Oh, close.
Nice.
Oh!
After initial early moves, we've come
Beautiful. Yeah. This one, what we paid for. Fantastic, thank you.
Great. Bridesmaids. Bridesmaids.
Fantastic. Do you want to be in one?
Yeah.
Oh! Thanks for the invite.
Party.
front camera on.
Oh, was it?
Fantastic, thank you.
Which A7?
Stop staring at them!
The bride was swarmed with beasts.
I can't think of anything funny at all.
That was way too fast. Yeah. It really smidged it out.
Ignore them. They're not here.
Yeah, we're not here.
We're just having a casual conversation.
Make your sweat one.
It's a bit like a horse. That actually was really nice and cool. Totally natural. Don't mind these three men we've never met before.
Few more minutes. That's nice.
These are the photos we're going to look at.
And just like touch heads, yeah. Just sort of rest your head on each other, your forehead. That's it, lovely.
This sort of laugh is perfect. I'm not getting my best sign. Dying battery.
It's in the front. Yeah, it's in the big main compartment. There's a. Yeah. Nice one.
Easy.
Thank you.
Lovely.
We'll do 10 minutes, just in golden hour.
Perfect.
All good?
Thank you.
Cheers, guys.
James, this is very easy. James. Right, there we go. Beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
You copy on the chat.
That's the one thing I've been told. It's the note. It's the note. I get a pen.
I also really like
Here we are!
I am Ollie. I will be your MC for this evening. Our first speaker, big surprise to our first speaker is. I know her as a wonderful friend and the Mike speaker, Alex Lockett!
Before there even was a schedule, as Alex gives speech standing on a hay bale. After this, I've impressed even myself being able to go to students. My husband. And I am so excited that so many of our loved ones can be here to celebrate this happy day. I grew up about 5 minutes from here in a very idyllic childhood, which involved feeding lambs, making dens, reading books in trees, and rearing ducklings, though the latter was admittedly more my sister than me. And as Charlie is also Yorkshire bred, we felt this was the perfect spot. We have so many people: Sally, Jenny, Laura, Victoria, and Nick. Thank you for arranging the most wonderful and perfect hen do. I had the best time and will look back on that weekend with so much joy. Thank you for also being there with me this morning, and more importantly, for being with me at so many important life stages. You have all been the kindest, silliest, and most constant friends, and I feel incredibly lucky to have you in my life. Secondly, to the choir, my dear and talented friends from Rollers Theatre Company and Trebs. Having sung at my fair share of weddings, I know that it's a great honour to sing at such a special day, but it also requires giving from our friends. Dave, an extra thank you to you for bringing this together and for approaching it with such care, thoughtfulness, and signature fastidiousness. Mel and Kath at IMAL, greeting me with the biggest hug straight off the train, and that warmth has never gone away. Thank you also to my mum and dad. To my mum for being a lifelong support and system and cheerleader, just wait until you hear about my life achievements through her eyes. And for organising the beautiful flowers today, and to my dad for being a quiet but constant presence in my life and providing the drink. I wanted to take a very short moment to acknowledge some of the people who aren't here today. I will let my husband speak about his wonderful mum, Kath, who is very much missed today. She would have been the life and soul of today's festivities. But I also wanted to mention my Granny Walshaw, who can't be here today, as she has advanced Parkinson's. This very much in our thoughts. But back to the celebrations. My husband, Charlie. I don't know where to start. How to sum up us in a short speech. I'll start with this. You are my favourite person. The one I want to slob in front of TV with, walk her by our side. The one I want to go on holiday with, books and gin and tonic by our side. You're even the one I want to begrudgingly, and let's face it, rarely, clean the house with when we realise someone's coming to visit, and we've been living in a spoiler that only we can tolerate. It's not often that you get to celebrate your partner in front of all your friends, so I'm very glad to have this opportunity to tell everyone just how wonderful you are. You are true. This wedding is a testament to you. I've been blown away by how diligently, thoughtfully, and relentlessly you put together this day. That would be so proud.
beside the marquee to take your seats for dinner. If you don't know where you're sitting, there is a marvellous wedding cart on the left-hand side of the looking at it. Please enjoy, and we will see you in a second.
Where's the MC?
Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who haven't figured out the theme of tonight's table settings, they are all characters from Alex and Charlie's, or one of Alex and Charlie's favourite shows, The West Wing. And so now, I invite you to please stand as we welcome the newest First Lady and First Gentleman into the White House, Mr. and Mrs. Lockett! Ladies and gentlemen, there are few things more special than the bond between a parent and a child.
It was Alexandra and Charlie's wish that it would be this way, and I think it's all the better for it. Enjoy the day and revel in your wonderful friendships. I'd also like to add a brief mention to those loved ones and close friends who couldn't be with us today. There is one consolation for these absentees, which is that over the coming weeks and months, their inboxes will be regularly bombarded with endless and ever more imaginative video montages of this marvellous day, and all created by so years. I've been fortunate enough to be able to call Alexandra my daughter. Alexandra, no father could ever have been prouder of a daughter than you've made me. And today is surely the highlight of so many special occasions. To have witnessed and played a minor supporting role in your journey through such an accomplished life, all the way up to this fabulous day, has been an absolute privilege and honour. As you can imagine, today has been arranged with military precision. It's quite accurate. Much of it organised by Alexandra. Sorry. And I'm sure you'll agree that she's done an amazing job. And yes, Charlie's did loads of stuff as well. Now, Mother of the Bride, or Penny, and just a few words. You're ahead of me. Sorry. But I was very happy to go along with it, and so today you get 2 for the price of. She'd never come home before from school crying, so we asked her what's wrong. So she replied, I'm so upset and so unhappy. I'm never going to do another school exam again. Were, it actually turned out that there was one subject that she definitely did not get an A star, was finding a boyfriend. That's true. That's true. In fact, I think it's fair to say that she definitely took her time finding the man she wanted to share the rest of her life with. And at this point in the story, I think it's very fitting that we just pause for a moment and pay tribute and send our thanks to Mr. Justin. Because without this man's hard work and business acumen, let's face it, we wouldn't all be gathered here today in this beautiful field in North Yorkshire. So I'd like to propose that we raise our glasses in a sit-down toast to Mr. Justin McLaren. And for those of you looking a little bit blankly at the moment, Alexandra and Charlie first. Now, switching to the subject of Charlie Lockett. I can get some blockbuster film or bestseller. But Charlie, firstly, I want to thank you for making Alexandra so happy. I am also delighted that today I can say that we're not losing a daughter, but gaining a very special son-in-law. We welcome you into our family with affection and open arms, in the same way that I know your father was. Now, I'm very probably the least qualified person in this marquee to offer advice on marriage. I actually have something to say to each of you. Firstly to you, Alexandra. Now, I don't want you to be stuck down there in London worrying about all those difficult to answer questions about newly married life. And with Charles's father, Mel, a couple of hours away from Wales. So I've had a chat with Mel and your mother, and I've put together a bit of a rota. You like this? To offer you advice on everything. And turning to you, Charlie, I have some very important questions for you. Charlie, there are just two. Is always right. You got that? Yeah. Rule number 2, if your wife is ever wrong, see rule number 1. I'm going to try and end here with some advice given to you both straight from the heart on this very special day. It's advice that maybe I should have followed more closely myself, and it goes something like this. I may pull up here. Sorry. Alexandra and Charlie. Always be there for each other. And always cherish, care for, and love you to each other often. And very importantly, say it with meaning. Finally, I wish you many, many happy years of good health, wealth, love and happiness together in your married lives. And now I'm going to...
Hello? Yes, hello and welcome. I'm Penny, mother of the bride. And so, what do? Charlie, Google. Look online for mother of the bride speech tips. I was advised, don't wing it. You don't have to be funny. You can cry. It's not a CV. Well, that didn't help either. So I decided to start with a quote from a together by the fated flap of a butterfly. It is all but impossible to explain why things happen the way they do ground. And I believe, like Moira, it's done. So joking apart, that resonated, and I love Moira. So, on the 25th of August, sleeping from 6 o'clock at night, yes, 6 o'clock at night, till 6 o'clock in the morning, at 6 weeks old. She ate half a mashed banana at about 3 weeks old, and tiny sandwiches not long after. She's a hungry baby, and when she wasn't asleep in her pram outside, she was with me shopping. I could take her anywhere. She'd sit on the floor in shops, mainly clothes shops, I hasten to add, and play with the contents of my handbag until I finished. She always loved a nice handbag. Alexandra was such a happy and contented child, she didn't see the need to move. Which I think Victoria's boyfriend's parents have some ownership of, so it's a good job they wasn't caught, when they were trying to get an extra large sign in the back of the car. Alexandra blossomed at both primary and secondary school, academic, sporty, especially swimming, amateur dramatics and singing, and oh, our home would be filled with the sound of her voice. She sang to her hamster Pepsi, who would sit in the palm of her hand. Her history degree made the world her oyster, but her love for fashion, again we blame her granny for this, was the stronger draw and gained her job in fashion press and PR. Following in Rachel Green, Jennifer Aniston's footsteps, she joined Ralph and was a huge asset for 10 years. Ralph's loss was the world of personalised embroidery's gain. A pandemic side-hunted daughter, a talent she inherited from both grannies. Alexandra is the loveliest human being, beautiful from the outside in, kind, intelligent, talented, and has the most wicked sense of humour. That comes from her grandpa. Alexandra, I am one very proud mummy. And then, 4.5 years ago, we test. What a find, and the love story begins. Charlie, we welcomed you into our bonkers off-the-wall family with open arms, and you embraced us. I'm proud to have you as my son-in-law, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. You make Alexandra's heart sing. She lights up when she sees you, and you've been her rock when she's needed it. As a parent, that's the ultimate, to see our children happy, and you can't ask for any more. So thanks to the Rollers, we were able to meet your parents, the delightful Mel and Kath, and we became the Alex Walshaw fan club. Meeting at most Rollers performances and catching up in the pub afterwards. Sadly, as many of you know, Kath isn't with us in body tonight, but I'm sure she's been proudly watching her beloved son marry my beautiful daughter, another love story in the making. So I wish you for Kath.
about the first time that I laid eyes on Alex. So, sorry, I made a mistake. Let me start again. I want to start by telling you about the first time that I caught sight of Alex was February the 2nd, 2018, 3:55 p.m. She was standing in the doorway of a portaloo in a ball gown, and she looked magnificent. I was looking at a photo of Alex on a dating app. It was like I was staring at the front cover of Vogue. She's 9. Perfect. Age, 29. Okay, well, she's younger than my sister, but that's less of a problem now than it was when I was 18. Hometown, Harrogate. Alex's phone pings. Oh, I've had another match on Hinge. Gosh, it's so hard being pretty, isn't it? Let's see who this one is. Oh, bloody hell, it's another floppy-haired Charlie. Take a penny on this app. Oh, hang on. This one doesn't live in Clapham, so we can't be all that bad. Original. Straight to the point. Maybe I'll give him a shot, but I'll make him wait. When she did, the grand total of 17 hours. Bright and early, 8:42 a.m. Alex kicked off her Saturday morning with a message that would change the course of both our lives, and she responded. And 4.5 years later, here we are. Sorry it took so long, but it is important that I got it right. I'm sure you'd all agree that it was, and it was worth the wait. Yeah. When I first read the first draft of the speech, I recognised I've forgotten to thank anyone. So I just want to say another huge thank you to all of you on behalf of Outside for coming today. I know it is a cliche, but it really is just thrilling to have everyone you love in one room. So just thank you to everyone. If I must describe, I've said right from the start that there has been an ease to our relationship. We've still never had a crossword. In fact, in the first year, I remember the biggest bone of contention came when I looked at her, slightly puzzled, the way she was serving rice. It's like she was beginning to drain it or something. But like, if that's the biggest thing with my concerns, I knew I must be onto something good. Alex worked in men's fashion when I met her, and it was her job to spend her days making devilishly handsome men look good in Ralph Lauren suits. In the first few months of our relationship, Alex's phone would be full of pictures of the latest chiseled-jawed male actor who she dressed in Ralph Lauren's finest. But I think I actually got more of a kick out of than she. And Alex denies this. A spell where she saw Tom Hiddleston so often that she called him her second boyfriend. So I knew I had to up my game. And you may have noticed in the last 4 years, the days of believing I'm Hugh Grant, but actually dressing a bit like Jeremy Clarkson, and my well-established uniform of blazers and pocket squares have come to an end. Knowing you're in competition with old Tommy H, and having access to a wardrobe full of cool men's Ralph Lauren jackets can do that so much. Right from the word go, our world both were used to going to expensive restaurants on somebody else's credit card. Both had long-established core friendship groups from university. We just understood each other's worlds, and it was just really natural to become a part of them. It has been an absolute joy becoming part of Alex's world. Whether that's the Walshaws and the Joneses, Fundon or Rollers, every different group in Alex's life has welcomed me with open arms. I sort of got the impression that Alex's mum's family had been waiting for Alex to bring a boy home for Christmas for so long that they'd been happy with anyone. They treated me as one of their own from the word go, and I've loved becoming a part of that family. At the end of the phone with a gardening tip if I need one, and she's been the woman on the ground helping us find this venue and generously provided all the flowers here today. So thank you, Penny. I am delighted. For permission as such. And I wasn't exactly going to take no for an answer. But thank you for taking my call and being so open to the idea. In fact, if I recall correctly, I think I brought you to tears, which I remember being absolutely delighted by. And as mentioned earlier, I was also absolutely delighted when you offered to pay for all the alcohol today. So 111 very thirsty souls. Okay, so on the subject of parents, it is time for me to address the missing piece in today's jigsaw. Soon after my mum, Kath, died in May of 2020, I realised that at some stage I was going to have to make a speech at my wedding and get to the point where I have to acknowledge her absence and discuss the fact that she's not here. to this day. I'm sure everyone in here who knew her could imagine what she'd be like. Everyone would have had a big hug, a big smile, and a big Scottish hello. She would have been here, sat by Dad's side, absolutely proud as punch, whilst internally a true Scotswoman, completely aghast that we were spending so much money doing it. Mum was the master organiser, the ultimate planner. Perhaps ashamedly, part of me feels that I may have benefited from being able to plan today over the last 18 months with Alex, without Mum being an incredibly well-intentioned backseat driver, filling my inbox each day with venue options, guest list considerations, questions. And something I want to make sure everyone here knows is that Mum adored Alex. I first told Mum and Dad about Alex about 3 months in, when I used a line never uttered by any individual in life, or ever since, and Alex has never let me live that down. From their first meeting in the Guild canteen, to the first traditional big calf pocket bear hug that Alex got when she visited their home in Eyemouth, Mum was a huge fan right from the off. And I know that not just because I was saying nice things for the sake of it, I know it because I read it. After Mum died, I was perhaps inappropriately, perhaps bravely, going through her emails. Emails to her friends became like reading diary entries, revealing Mum's thoughts and feelings about her life, about cancer, and about people. So here's some quotes from the emails I wrote to friends. After that first visit to Eyemouth, Mum emailed her friends. Alex is the new girlfriend's name and is very nice indeed. A Yorkshire lass, born in Harrogate and educated at Durham, 3 years after Charlie. She will be ambitious for Charlie and challenge him out of his lazy ways, but keep on his toes. Charlie would naturally stand back in life, but if he wants to impress someone, he acts differently. Amazing what can be seen in one brief weekend. About a year later, another update to a friend. Charlie has announced that he and Alex are sharing their daily life together. Alex moves in July. We are delighted to see they are developing their relationship. She's a delightful girl and a great caring support to Charlie. They move in next month, so it gives him time to increase his wardrobe space. We're delighted that she's such a positive person and a great support to Charlie. Mum was also a huge supporter of Alex the performer too. She was, as we mentioned earlier, in fierce competition with Alex's mum and Auntie Angela as to who was her #1 fan. She came to every single cabaret or show that Rolls put on that she could, making the trip to London even when I could tell she was suffering with being there to support Alex. A couple of days before Mum passed away, without her being here, I decided that I was going to tell her that I was planning on proposing to Alex. And I was going to record the conversation so I had this wonderful memento of this special conversation. Now, Mum was really unwell at this point, so I gently told her how much I loved Alex and how I wanted her to know that I was going to propose. But Mum's response didn't quite meet my big romanticised expectations for the moment. Oh yes, she said, and I'm really sorry I won't be there for it. The best thing about Alex is she knows all your faults. I burst into laughter and proceeded to list all the things that are wrong with her. Not exactly the moment I could imagine, but ultimately very fitting. So while she's not here in person today, I definitely feel her with me. And whilst I'm sad that she wasn't able to witness this occasion, it gives me such incredible comfort knowing how happy she'd have been for us both. Mum never got to have much of a funeral, so this moment sort of acts as an opportunity for all my family to be together to recognise her. So I think it would be nice if we could all raise a glass and toast the absent but unforgotten Kath Lockett. Before I bring this following, my best man, Mr. James Wilstrop, is known affectionately to a lot of my friends simply as Squash Boy. I will never be able to convey how much joy I've had watching my best friend conquer the world. I've never really been a particularly passionate supporter of a specific football team, but the closest I ever got to understanding what that must feel like was being the chief cheerleader at Team Willstrop. James shouldn't even really be here today, but he's skived off a training camp ahead of defending his gold medal at the Commonwealth Games, which starts in 2 weeks' time. There are 8 billion people on this planet, and for 11 months of 2012, James was ranked the best squash player in the world, and that just completely blows my mind. But choosing a best man, you have to pick wisely, and I've chosen someone I've only seen the small. Also shares my taste in music, so can't really take the mickey out of me too much for liking Morrissey, Keane, and Michael Bublé. Conversely, I selected 2 magnificent men as my groomsmen, in Mr. Martin and Mr. Hudson, who do know plenty of incriminating stories. So we'll see shortly how many of those have been fed through. I am a man of 1,000 acquaintances, but very few close friends. And these 3 have had my back to highs and lows in the past few years, and have always been there for me. I'm honoured to call you my best pals. I'm thrilled you're all able to support me today. Let's play home, shall we, and return to the absolute star of today's show, my wife! For years I daydreamed about one day getting married, but the idea of it felt so alien to me. Not only would I have to find someone that I was willing to spend the rest of my life with, but then that person would also want to spend the rest of their lives with me. What on earth are the chances of that? I knew deep down that it would happen one day, eventually, if I was patient. But by golly, have I struggled. You are a spectacular person, Alexandra Ann Hensley. Watkins. You are so incredibly beautiful. You are so incredibly patient and caring and thoughtful. Clearly have very unique taste in men to have found yourself married. I was a single guy with a cat who lived in a basement flat with residential lawns. And it takes a certain type of person not to run a mile from that. I stand here transformed by the fact that you chose to. I know that I have one role going forward. To do everything that I can to protect you, honour you, and obey your every wish and command, of which no doubt there will be many. Please, can I have a head scratch? Of course, darling. Please, can you empty the dishwasher? It would be my pleasure. Please, can you stop leaving the bathroom light on, because it's been 4 years now and it's really getting annoying. The fact that I'm not exactly very athletic, so let's make this. In front of all our friends and family, I make this promise to you. I will be the best person I can be at all times. I will lift you to help you achieve your highest highs, and I'll be there to catch you and offer you a safe, secure landing for any lows. You are the most important person to me in this room and in any future room that we walk in together. You are my person, and I love you very, very much. To our next adventure. A toast to the next back scratch, head scratch, and spoon before bed. A toast to the next challenge faced and conquered together. A toast to the next time I talk for 5 minutes longer than you probably would have liked. A toast inspired by the famous phrase from our table namesake President Josiah Bartlett. So please stand if you can and join me in a toast to what's next. What's
But Alex says that he's even really good at musical theatre. Please raise the roof for your final speaker, the best man, James Pascoe!
Good evening, everybody. For those of you who don't know me, oh, never mind, I don't need to say that. You know, it's such a special thing, isn't it? Between two people, a wedding. There are billions. No, in all seriousness, Charlie, apart from all the narcissism we've seen today, did anyone see the entrance he made? Wait till you get the videos, I'll tell you that. In all seriousness, I'm so happy and thrilled to be here today with Alex and Charlie. It's been a fabulous day so far. Thank you to everyone who's been involved in making this very, very memorable, and I am sincerely grateful, Charlie, that you have me standing here. However, I have had the misfortune to be put in this position here today. I say misfortune because anyone who knows Charlie, and it has been mentioned already today several times, knows he is a control freak. I'm going to enjoy this feeling for a minute or two as he sweats. These are the only 10 minutes today. He's had no control over me. Get some more wine if I will. So, it's the done thing, isn't it, for the best man to come up with funny stories about the group. Do I have stories about Charlie wearing mankinis or being arrested in Torremolinos? No, I'm sorry I don't. To be honest, I've really been fighting for material here. Some of our funniest moments together have been times like the Christmas Eve we spent dancing to MTV with a couple of bottles of Jacob's Creek Rosé. That one funny. Difficult then to find the right things to tell about my friends, the right stories. So I asked myself and a few others, and I've got some really nice help actually on that from a lot of Charlie's friends. Who is Charlie? What is he like? Charlie is a man. Who took a six-pack of Grolsch to a party in St John's Wood. He is far more interesting than he sounds. So, as I was searching for threads and stories in the speech, fashion kept coming up, and it kept coming up today, didn't it, as well, amazingly enough. And now, Charlie hasn't always had the Hugh Grant-esque fashion sense most of us have come to know. At Durham, Charlie became intoxicated by fashion, and he started to fancy himself as a bit of a model. He did fashion shows, and he started to get quite experimental. He grew his hair, and he even wore a sleeveless cricket jumper in one photo shoot. Anyone... That's a good one for a Yorkshireman. Anyone who knows him well enough will have been subjected to him showing you the photos of this university fashion show, as was Alex on only their second date. Not one for messing about though, is he, Charlie? Always dive straight in. Got to have a list of names for the baby in day 3. Then definitely didn't bond through fashion, but we came together more through music, as he's just said. And it was at an Arctic Monkeys gig one night in Newcastle, the fashion and the music collided. There were 4 of us, massive excitement. It was our generation's Beatlemania. You remember it? I mean, I can see quite a lot of you now. That's a pathetic age. 38 to 45, you're all here having a weekend away with the kids. For a student fashion shoot was one thing, but wearing it on a night out in the for a rock and roll gig is quite another thing. So we're getting these looks as we walk into the venue. Not all of them that genial, that hostile at times. It wasn't just the piss take. The cricket jumper Charlie had decided to don was getting a lot of attention. It was clear this sort of avant-garde fashion statement was not understood in this part of the world. That was Newcastle, if anyone didn't hear me say that. I asked him if he was going to keep it on. It was starting to look like he'd overreached a bit here. either keep the jumper pride and your dreams of fashion superstardom would completely stop it. He kept it on. So now in the venue, we find ourselves having to negotiate the toilets. I had to go with him for support. Going to the toilets, as we all know, in any nightclub is a horror all of its own, but on this occasion, things were layered. And at this point, the lynching for Charlie was just not out of the question. And I was serious. The Geordies were not happy with the cricket jumper. So there we were, set at the urinal in what was perhaps the sweatiest, most packed, loudest, most disgusting men's toilet I've ever seen. And it's real tough Geordies with tattoos and missing teeth, and we're all talking and shouting like manly men, you know. And then the noise dies down, and I really, really didn't want it. Because attention would now surely switch to jumper and to pathetic public school Yorkshire cherubs standing outside. And then a man they were calling Dino broke the silence suddenly and beautifully. Look, Billy, why I, man? It's only bloody Mike Atherton taking the leak next to us, like. I was quite happy with that, because it's coming out Irish in the... Except Mike Atherton, England cricket legend, a.k.a. Charlie, was going to be doing no such thing. There was no flow. He just had to survive the barrage of abuse that followed from all the angles. And this, of course, was the point where I shuffled out, pretending not to know Charlie. Charlie, having not been punched, followed minutes later, still dying for a pee. Back to the gig, and we all get separated by the momentum of the crowd in the first 3 songs. The mosh pit was true carnage, and we're totally separated about the next tournament. And I look up and I'm looking for my friends everywhere. I mean, there's a fight happening over near the band. I thought Charlie was getting beaten up. Was he alright? Had he been mugged? And then the most beautiful sight, as I look over to the side, and up there about 20 metres away, near the front, near where the band were, there he was, Mike Atherton. The cricket jumper was still on, but now drenched in Jacob's Creek rosé. Empty plastic up in the air, his other arm round, can you believe it, Dino and Billy. Charlie always was pretty assured in a room of strangers, and he turned this situation brilliantly on its head. So all was right with the world, and I never saw the jumper again. Apart from the fashion problems he's had, Charlie, some of his friends have said anyway, is what my dad would have called a main chancer. He takes what he can when he can. Few laughs there. So I have a story to demonstrate this. Thanks to my accountant, Mark, again it's been mentioned today, we managed to wangle our way into Morrissey's inner circle after his Manchester gig in 2012. There we were in the back room of this pub with 15 people, his band, a few friends, and Joey Barton, footballer who beats people up. It's all very surreal, and Morrissey doesn't speak to anyone, so this was an incredible privilege. We couldn't believe what was happening to us. But we can't quite get to Morrissey. We're sort of stuck at the other end of the room. It's one of those situations where you want to speak to him, but you're talking to other people, and it's an absolute nightmare. Time is passing, and this is all happening, and then I suddenly turn round. Before I know it, I look round and I see main chancer Charlie has wiggled his way over and is now sitting, talking to Morrissey. Not forgetting, I was the Morrissey guy. I got you listening to the music. I gave you the playlist even before you even knew him. It was my accountant who got us into the past. There was Charlie, main chancing it yet again. With a Morrissey song called We Hate It When Our Friends Become Successful. Never sounded so right. For anyone not familiar with Morrissey, he's known for his staunch veganism, support of animal rights. Charlie is not. Not only was Charlie in there chatting away with him, but as I tried to listen in on what they were saying, I could hear the carnivorous barbecue gorging hit. Recommending vegan restaurants in Morrissey. The very vegan restaurants I forced you, and I was stranded in a headlock with Joey Barton over the other side. Opportunistic he may be, but Charlie has been a wonderful for that support. As long as there was a party and a free bar, Charlie would always be there. Alex, we all know you are far too good for him. Far more interesting and intelligent. Charlie's incredibly lucky to know you. Alex Marks Fiasco. I feel deserves it. Anyone not familiar with it, they should check it out on the video on Instagram. And what was curious about this, when Alex fell off the monkey bars, it wasn't that she fell flat on her backside in the mud, but it was actually Charlie's callous inclination in the video. Top-notch content. Again, showing his opportunism. Charlie didn't even ask if she was okay. Bloody worrying, I have to say. And instead, could be heard panting like Charlie's subsequent reluctant attempt at the bars and the pain it caused his old scrawny arms to make it across was and still is a delight to witness. Videos which are a neat encapsulation of this relationship we see blooming today. And all jokes aside, Charlie, thank you for your lifelong friendship. I know I'm not the only close friend you have who has relied upon your love and support in their darkest hours, and I shall never forget that. To you both, there is a lot of love in this room, as you can see. We've had some wonderful moments already. It's been a truly brilliant day, and right so. You are two very, very special people, kind, loving, compassionate, fun. People like you are rare, and it's great that you're a team. I am profoundly grateful to have shared this day with you both. It is our privilege and pleasure to be here. We all salute you, and we hope this day has been everything you could ever want.
I can't remember a single wedding this year where the microphones weren't all the way through that speaker.
That was the most important I did yesterday was that the microphones working. What it turned out, someone forgot to press the button to turn them on.
Oh no! What, all day?
No, just the last one. We were promised a taco truck.
Well, technically it's off the back of the quad bike.
And once the silent disco starts after our first dance, you've got headphones and you can flick between.
Cannot wait.
Okay, just here.
You just need to get close. I can see daylight between you, you're not close enough.
again?
Huh?
Should we get divorced and then have another wedding?
You can just renew your vows.
Into the abyss time.
You're doing good. So if you've got a hand that's not doing anything, you can touch someone else. You just sprint up.
Yep.
You see him breathing behind you.
Fancy.
Just keep doing what you're doing, but just Alex, look at the camera, just to add a bit of pressure. That's beautiful. Just stay there. Don't move. And Charlie can look at the camera as well. Lovely. Just a couple more. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Whoa!
Wait, is the first dance silent?
No.
No.
You weren't supposed to say that.
With the tree.
With the tree. Yours are better from last Saturdays, so I'm just trying to do better than you. Mine were. You guys just
Stop walking so fast.
you didn't just come together for it, just looking over your shoulders, just there. Yeah. Weird box arrangement out there.
Let me know if I'm in any of your shots.
Maybe good for me.
Yeah, you're fine.
Oh. 19th century?
No.
I don't know. I wasn't there.
You just look at each other and touch each other. That's important.
That's what the photographers want, I don't want to touch each other.
That made me sound weird.
If we don't get any of these shots back, that means they'll have decided they're not very good.
Doesn't happen very often, but it does happen. Last couple for me.
Huh? No, I'm trying to sit up
Over. Wait till these guys are ready. I'm guessing they might want.
Was it like, get all the vans out?
Yeah, do you... And one more glance, just like you did. Beautiful.
Get this party started. People go home in 3 hours. We should be over before we know it.
You've nailed this.
Has anyone watched Belfast?
No.
You watched Belfast?
No.
It was
Sorry, mate. That was.
Watching that film. It was whilst watching that film that we got the idea to do this as our first dance film. It's Everlasting Love by
You don't know who's
Love Affair or something?
Yeah.
And there's a scene in it where that very handsome man from The Fall, Jamie Dornan, sings it. Let's do that. And we didn't practice until last night, and it was
It wasn't wearing heels.
Crowds love springs. I think it's a little...
Thanks for that.
Yeah, cheers, guys.
Hard line.
Christine's winning on one.
Hang on. Let the video, Chris.
Awesome! If that was down a little bit, you would have got it. Come on, girl.
You have got a talent.
Andy, you would have done it. Dad, go. Would you like to be on my team?
I'm going to the toilet and then I'm going home. Too much testosterone in that one. Ramp down the testosterone. Tell you what, mate, if it is, it's breaking it. No problem.
Deep breath, Andy.
No, if it is.
A bit more subtlety.
Now.
Johnny! Come on!
One more left.
After the end of the second song, please grab a headset. The button to switch it on is the same as the button to switch channel.
keep doing what you So strange, isn't it? Have you ever seen one before? It'll make a good video for me anyway. And I feel that love is dead. I'm loving angels instead. Yes, Ollie. Do it. No. There's big like on the other side. A lot of love on Main Street. You know it, right? Now, please. She brings flesh to my bones.
when I'm with you. What you gonna do when you're older? No one wants to know ya. I will look out for you if you will. Look out for me, I know I'm
Not for you. Guess it'd be nice, but if they're not doing it, they're not doing it.
I'm in the corner, watching you kiss her. Oh,
drop it.
I'm not the guy you're taking home. Ooh, I keep dancing for this.
Go you want, and the next one. Seriously, I love it.
I'm not
Mum turned around and was like, "Is this your song?"
Find out what you want.